Hi everyone, welcome back to Dave's Whiskey Reviews. Today we've got mystery review number 17. I'll have a look here, guess what we think it is. Again, sample picked by my wife from my collection here. With the colour, I'd probably say this is looking like gold, mid-gold, yet again. And we'll have a bit of a look with the viscosity here. In terms of the colour, what you're looking for really is a clue as to what sort of casks are used. It can't really give you a lot of an idea because some whiskies can be artificially coloured with caramel colouring. That normally gives more of an orangey kind of colour. Sometimes you can see that. A lighter colour would normally mean sort of refill barrels that have been used a couple of times. A darker colour normally means a fresher barrel. More gold maybe for bourbon barrels or hogsheads, and more of an amber mahogany kind of colour for sherry casks. But it's not giving us too much of a clue here. In terms of the viscosity, just should give you a bit of a clue about the strength of the whiskey itself. Quite a low viscosity. Again, viscosity is something that's can be quite hard to read sometimes. It doesn't tell you a huge amount about the whiskey, but it can give you a clue maybe as to what it might be. Fresh, quite a fresh nose, with a lot of maltiness, green apple, citrus. For me, it's almost like those, like some of those sour green apple sweets that you get, maybe like Mauam, something like that. Yeah, maltiness, a bit of lemon. There's some vanilla, some pastry. There's not a massive amount going on, not a hugely complex one. Caramel, bit of caramel in there as well, like biscuits, caramel biscuits. Let's have a taste. Tastes a bit more full on than I expected. Quite a lot of spiciness, a bit of oak in there as well. A lot of chocolate in the finish. Really a lot of chocolate, so 70% dark chocolate and a bit of coffee. In the beginning it was more citrusy, it was more green apple, lemon, and then it goes more through into the maltiness and that spiciness, the oak coming through them. A bit more orange coming out now on the nose. It's a little harsh actually. The spiciness is becoming a little harsh. It's sort of in the development, it's not quite at the beginning of the taste, but it's not really into the finish. The finish is quite soft and chocolatey. Sort of in the later part of the development. More of that vanilla and sort of pastry coming out on the nose now. You're running through this, all the possibilities in your mind. But with this one, there's quite a lot of possibilities. I would probably say it's a Highland single malt Scotch, which cuts down the possibilities quite a bit. But equally, there's a lot of Speysiders that taste more like Highlanders. And there's Highlanders that taste more like Speysiders. So that complicates matters a little bit. I do think it's an official bottling of something, but I'm having a hard time with it. Again, I think it's one of those sort of lesser known distilleries. I'm thinking Tormore 16. Tormore 16 maybe. It's got that colour, but the Tormore 16 is up at 48%, and I think you'd get a higher viscosity on that. The other distillery I'm thinking of is Tullibardine. Could very well be. It's got this very much the same style as a Tullibardine, that kind of pastry and citrus going on. A young Glengarry maybe as well. But again, that's up at a higher strength. That's 48%. I'm gonna have to pour a bit more now. Frustrating, these ones when you don't really know. It's not Laphroaig. It's not, an Octomore. It's not really obvious what it's going to be. I mean, some of these distilleries have very, very obvious styles. There's a bunch of them that don't. There's a bunch of them that have citrus, pastry, vanilla. But what do I think it is? I'm going to say that this is Tullibardine Sovereign, which is no age statement whiskey. It's kind of the bottom of the Tullibardine range, because from what I remember of the Tullibardine style, I haven't tried many, but from what I remember, it's this sort of style. So let's have a look here with the reveal. and find out what this whiskey is. Oh my God! Oh, I should have gone with my gut. Tormore 16-year-olds, 48%. Oh, why didn't I say Tormore? Well, I did say Tormore, and then I didn't guess Tormore. Oh, very, very close though. Well, not so much with the age. I knew the age was there, but I really didn't think that was 48%. It absolutely does not taste 48%. It just doesn't have the mouthfeel for it, really. And the age, I mean, even like the age in those barrels, it isn't giving it a huge... it's not giving it a massive amount of complexity or balance, which are two sort of big things I really look for in whiskey. I tend to look for those three things: complexity, balance, and power. And this doesn't have any of those in huge abundance, despite being 48%, 16 years old. Definitely Tormore is one of the prettiest distilleries that you'll never go to, because it doesn't have a visitor centre, but it's a beautiful, beautiful distillery. I've just driven past it in the past on the way to other distilleries, but lovely, lovely place. Oh, damn, it's so close. I said Tormore as well, but the viscosity was putting me off, and that's why I said at the beginning, you can't rely too much on the viscosity. It's more maybe about what you feel in your mouth and on your nose. But yeah, it doesn't... It's that finish. It's that finish with the chocolate. I should have known it was a bit older. But yeah, very, very close on this one. I did say Tormore. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, see you next time, and hopefully I'll get some more right at some point in the future. Thank you.